We've reached the part of the podcast going to be talking some NASCAR, and who better than come on than Brandon, a.k.a. Boston Boy 83. Brandon, how you doing today, my man?
Doing good, buddy. Doing real good.
So why don't you tell us how the shape of the NASCAR playoffs is looking so far?
It's very interesting. So you've got three heavy hitters below the cut line with 2 races to go. You got Byron minus 15, Elliott minus 23, Logano minus 24. And after a rough early crash last week, you have Blaney minus 31 going into a super speedway where anybody can win. So avoid the big one and see if you can get some points.
So we each have a couple of bets. I have 3, you have 4. You are going to lead us off with who else than your man?
Going with Elliott, I just said it. He's 23 points below the cut line. He's won at Dega multiple times as early as 2022. Alan Gustafson, Hendrick Motorsports, these guys always run really well. It's going to be interesting to see how Hendrick leans because you have Larson that's in going into this race, and then you have 2 Hendricks guys out. Pit road penalty violation for Elliott cost him all the points last week when he was running top 5. I see them coming back, grabbing a win, locking himself into the playoff. He's had to go to Martinsville in a must-win race 3 years in a row, and he's done it to get in.
Yep.
I don't see him wanting that pressure going to Martinsville this year, so I'm seeing Elliott pull off one at Dega.
My next one, I am going to Willie Byron plus 1,400, but an absolute machine at Talladega lately. Best average finish here since February 2020. In his last 5 races, his worst finish is 7th. When you zoom out, this guy's quietly turned into one of NASCAR's best restrictor plate racers. He's got 4 top 5 finishes in his last 7 super speedway starts, including back-to-back wins of the Daytona 500 in 2024 and again in 2025. At Talladega specifically, he's averaging about a 12.3 finish over the last 5 races with 2 straight top 10s heading in this weekend. Entering the playoffs on fire, he's locked up the 2025 regular season championship back in August at Richmond, already has wins at Daytona and Iowa this season. Now heading into Talladega, this is where the playoff stakes and team dynamics really set up well for him. Byron's high in the round 8 standings. A win here sends him to the championship 4 for the 3rd straight year. Hendricks Motorsports has that blue wall strategy at plate races. Byron, Elliott, Larson working together in the draft, and it's worked here. Plus, his crew chief, Rudy Frugal, has nailed fuel mileage calls over the past seasons. Everything lines up for Byron to be right in the mix late on Sunday. Give me William Byron here at a nice, juicy price of 14-1. Next one, my friend.
I'm going Ross Chastain 22-1. He has nothing to lose. He is not afraid of putting somebody in the wall. He's not afraid of sending it on the last lap. Take track history out of it. Take everything. Ross Chastain 22-1 with absolutely nothing to lose, nothing to gain at all except a trophy and a watermelon smash. Chastain 22-1. That's it.
My next one, and I'm going at top 10 here. Give me Mr. TG, Todd Gilliland, plus 150 top 10. The fall Talladega race is chaos, 188 laps of pack racing where literally anything can happen, and Gillian's one of those mid-tier guys who just knows how to survive and finish well here. In 7 career club starts at Talladega, he's got 3 top 10 finishes, 7th in the fall of 2022, 8th in the spring of 23, 10th in the fall of 23, plus 12th earlier this year. That's a 57% hit rate, finishing top 12 or better, which is elite for a driver in that equipment. He's also real comfortable at super speedways. He's got wins and podiums in the ARCA and the Truck Series at Talladega since coming to the Cup. He's only wrecked once here. Front Row Motorsports, his team, has one of the best plate track setups in the field. We'll see him have solid drafting partners with Zane Smith and Noah Gragson. At plus 150, you're basically getting even money for a driver who finishes top 10 here almost half of the time. No playoff pressure, solid car, chaos factor. Gilliard's a sneaky value here to cash this one at plus 150 top 10.
You know how much I hate doing this next pick. You know this.
Boy, this is your boy.
I can't steer away from Logano at 10-1. He's consistently at the front at restrictor plate tracks. he is a make or break when you bet on him at a restrictor plate track, because he can be the guy to cause the wreck. He can be the guy to get bumped the wrong way. Logano, Wolf as his crew chief. To your point with Byron's, always finds fuel strategy or something to go off the limb to be able to be out front towards the end. He always finds a way to get into the Final Four consistently. He's a multi-time champion. He's looking to win his third championship. I can't take away from a guy, a veteran like himself, at 10-1 to be able to win this race. So as much as I hate even saying his name out loud, Logano 10-1.
This is the one I hate. Ryan Blaney.
Yeah.
11-1.
You have to.
He's been the guy at Talladega, 3 wins here already, including a playoff win in 19 and 23, ton of laps. He's got the best all-time driver rating at this track at 91. Now he's 31 points below the cut line after a tire blowout last week in Vegas, so it's basically a must-win scenario. That's exactly where he thrives. Must-win situations at Martinsville the last 2 years to reach the championship 4. Penske's super speedway program is elite. Logano, Cedric, Blaney work together better than anyone, and that Ford Alliance has been dominant on the big tracks this year. His crew chief has nailed strategy at Talladega before. Blaney's average running position in the draft is near the front of the pack almost every time at 11-1 plus 1100. You're getting a little discount on a guy who probably should be the outright favorite. He survived Talladega chaos before, better than most. Only 6 did not finish in 22 starts. And with his back against the wall, you know he's going to be aggressive and go for the win. So Ryan Blaney at plus 1100. Last bet, my friend.
I'm going a long shot here. Noah Gragson as my dark horse. Ford driver. Ford races really well together here. He never really has the car to compete up front at a standard track. He was outstanding in super speedways in the Xfinity Series. Gilliland, his teammate, we've kind of gone through this. If you notice, we both got Penske teammates. We both got Hendrick teammates. Now we're both going with another Ford teammate, to where they'll work together. There's an alliance that people are unaware of, where teams don't just work together at super speedways. Manufacturers work together. So you're not going to see a Ford push a Chevy. I see Gragson avoiding the big one because he's not going to be in contention early. If that big one comes with 20 laps left, could put him up front for an opportunity to get his cup win. And again, nothing to lose, nothing to gain except a victory and an extended contract. 55-1 for a guy that's won at this track multiple times in the Xfinity Series. I got to go with him.
I like it. I like it. Brandon, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day coming on talking a little NASCAR. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media, my friend?
Boston Boy 83, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. And for the first time since 2019, the Pats are AFC East Division leaders going into Week 7. So let's throw that plug in there real quick.
Sweet. And they'll struggle to beat the Titans this weekend.
Best talk, guys. Love the NASCAR.
You in all your bets. We'll talk soon, my friend.
See you guys. Cash them in.